Good morning. It is day 6 of the reading rush. I'm here on my couch. I've got my coffee. I did not show you guys the process of making my coffee. So there are little prompts that we can do within our reading vlogs and stuff, and one of them is to show yourself making coffee. Well, I don't really want to show myself making coffee. I've done that before. I mean, the beginning of every coffee chat that I do on my channel has me making coffee, so if you want to watch that, just find something that says coffee chat. There you go. Watch the first 30 seconds of it, and that's me making coffee. Although it's more of it is very exaggerated me making coffee. I do not put that much sugar in my coffee. I do put a lot of sugar, but not like a whole pound of it or something. So what is the plan for today? What am I going to be doing today? Well, it is Saturday, so of course I have the day off work. Today is going to be a reading day mostly. I do have a couple of other things I need to do. I'm going to go to the public library, and I have a whole list of books and movies that I want to look for, and I'm going to see if I can find those. The books, not necessarily for the reading rush. If for some reason I finish these others and find another short book and want to read it during the reading rush, then I might throw it in. So yeah, I'm going to go to the library, and then on the same trip, I'm going to go ahead and run by the grocery store really quickly because there are a couple of things that I need to pick up. Not much, it's like 4 things. But I'm going to grab some stuff from there. Is there anything else? I'll be doing trivia again tonight, most likely, with Mark. So I've got that. But other than those few things, I don't have anything else on my agenda for today. And then tomorrow I'm going to do my laundry, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot to do, so I have plenty of time to read. So I'm hoping that I can at least finish one of these books today, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make it through all 4 of the ones that I originally said I was going to read. And if I pick up something kind of small at the library, I might go ahead and read that too. I would love to be able to read 7 books, but that's not going to happen. I mean, I know that I still have 2 days, but I don't think I can read that much in 2 days. That would be finish these 2 books and add 3 more. Very unlikely. But yeah, that is my plan for the day. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading some of The Art of Racing in the Rain. Okay, so Denny, the guy who owns Enzo, the dog, just took him, I've said that he's a race car driver. He just took him in his race car around the track, and it was the cutest thing. I couldn't help but just smile and laugh through the whole chapter. It was so cute. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this one, which I thought I would. I thought I would cry more, but yeah, something just happened in the book that I thought I would cry about, but I didn't. Of course, I might cry later about it, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading. So, I finished it. I'm not crying, you're crying, okay? Yeah, so, made me cry, obviously. It was really good. I still haven't had breakfast. It's 11 o'clock. I was planning on going to the library early, but I can't go like this now. I mean, it's not like this wasn't expected. So I'm going to go ahead and stop reading for a while since I've finished another book. And I'm going to make some breakfast/lunch because it's already almost lunchtime and eat. And then hopefully by that time I will not be all gross and I can go to the library and to the grocery store and everything.
But first, I needed to give my dog some love because, I just needed to. And how could I not with a face like that? Right?
Hey guys, so I just got back from the library and the grocery store. But yeah, at the library, I took a list, I had a long list, I had like 7 books and 5 movies on it, I think. I ended up with 6 books and 3 movies. Because I couldn't find the other 2 movies, and one of the books was not there. So, for the movies, really quickly, I'll just go through what I got. Yeah, I got Last Christmas, because I have not seen this yet. I got Birds of Prey, because I have also not seen this. And I got The Art of Racing in the Rain, because I just finished the book and I would like to watch the movie. So there we go, those are the movies that I got. But now for the books, because hopefully I will be making videos about these at some point. If I mispronounce any authors' names, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce names sometimes. I'm sure everybody goes through that. Alright, first one I got was The Golem and the Genie by Helene Wecker. I have heard good things about this one, so I'm hoping I like it. I'm pretty sure The Golem and the Genie is the first in a series. Another first in a series I got is A Curious Beginning by Deanna Rayburn. I don't know much about it, but I've heard other people talk about it and I can't remember. I just wrote it down on my list of things I wanted to read, so there we go. Another one that is the beginning of a series is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, I guess is how you say it. Told you I'm bad with names. I feel like a teacher on the first day of class when she's like reading out the names for the first time and just reads the names really wrong, but there's nobody here to correct me, so... Anyway, I've also heard good things about this, so I'm gonna read it. Next, I got Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. It's the tale of Cinderella is actually not a tale. It really happened, and in the kingdom where it happened, from that point on, the prince has to have a ball, and I guess like selected ladies attend, and if they're not chosen, they're never seen again. So, but I saw it on Twitter not too long ago, and it looked good. It's very new. It just came out, so I'm hoping that I really like this one. All right, next up we have Into Thin Air by Jon Krakauer. Now this one is about the deadliest season for Mount Everest, I think is what it was. The deadliest season in the history of Everest. 1996. Yes, 1996. If you've ever seen the movie Everest, which I have, it was a very good movie. This, I'm pretty sure, is what it is based off of. I've been wanting to read this for several months now, so I went ahead and got it. So there you go. And then finally I have .con by James Beach. He is... He's been in a couple of TED Talks, I believe. He replies back to like scam emails and stuff and has a conversation with the people on the other side of those, which is pretty funny. And he also has a YouTube channel that I am subscribed to, so that's how I found out about this, because I didn't know that he had a book, and he said it in like his last video, and I was like, what is this? Does the library have it? The library does have it. It's there. I have to get this. Plus, it's very short, so if I finish my other book for Reading Rush, I might go ahead and read this one too. Because it's only like 200 pages and it is in the format of emails. So that should be pretty easy to get through. So yeah, there we go. That is all the stuff that I got at the library today. Alright, it is 10 o'clock at night. I have finished An Easy Death by Charlene Harris. So yeah, this one didn't take me too long. It was pretty good. I'll definitely be picking up any more in the series, so that will be nice. I'm pretty sure there's a second book. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's fairly new, so I might pick that up pretty soon. Anyway, yeah, there's not really too much to say about this one. I've got a couple of little passages in here talking about like some of the world building kind of stuff. So basically, FDR was assassinated. The vice president died from the flu. Then the banks crashed. There was a drought. There was the flu again, and population dropped. The government couldn't protect itself, and other countries grabbed pieces of America. So Canada took most of the northern part of the U.S. Mexico took a bunch of the south. The Holy Russian Empire came in from the west because Tsar Nicholas II and his family were rescued by the British, but the British didn't want them to actually live in their kingdom, so they shipped them off, and they ended up in California because all the people in Hollywood were like, hey, yeah, sure, you can come here. And so they married off their children to all different people around the U.S. And Alexei eventually became the Tsar and married and everything. And his wife is pregnant. and they're hoping that it's going to be a boy because they need a boy heir. Problem is that Alexei, of course, in like real life, he had hemophilia, and in this book it's explained that he's been getting transfusions from Rasputin, but Rasputin has died finally, and after like years and years and years. But Alexei can't get transfusions from anyone other than descendants of Rasputin, so that's who the Russian wizards are looking for, and that's why the main character is helping them. I swear every time I'm making one of these videos, my air conditioner comes on right as I'm like getting to a point, and then I completely forget whatever I was saying. So cool, thanks. And then of course the 13 original colonies, all but Georgia, voted to form a bond with England. So basically they named themselves Britannia, and they're like colonies again. The southern states banded together as Dixie. And yeah, Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and a bit of Colorado became Texoma. And that's where all of this takes place. And then there's the big area north of Texoma, the plains, is New America. So it's all like divided up and everything. It's really weird. And then you have the wizards who are from the HRE, the Holy Russian Empire, and they are called Grigory, after Grigory Rasputin. But they have different guilds, and so they're talking about all the different guilds, and there's earth, air, water, fire. I'm like, oh my god, hello, is this Avatar? Healing, death. So there are two wizards that Lisbeth is guarding, basically. One of them is Paulina, and she is a fire wizard, and the other one is Eli, and he is a water wizard. But Lisbeth and Paulina do not get along very well. And when Paulina shows Lisbeth her tattoo that shows that she's a fire wizard, Lisbeth says, "I would have thought you were a death wizard," because she knows her way around torture. And says, "No, it's simply one of my talents." Paulina smiled. It was as unpleasant a smile as I've ever seen. "If I were a death wizard, we wouldn't need a gunny." Lisbeth is their gunny, of course. So she's basically like, if I were a death wizard, I wouldn't need you. But yeah, it's really interesting. There's like at one point, there's like a zombie kind of person. There are witches. Yeah, it's really strange, but I like it. I liked it a lot, so I'm definitely going to pick up any more in the series as they come along. So yeah, now I have read all of the books that I planned on reading in the reading rush, and I still have tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to read .con. Yeah, and then I'll choose one of the other books to start. I'm thinking probably Cinderella is Dead, because that one looks pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm going to go read a little bit more, and I will come back. You know, if anything interesting happens, I will come back, and if not, I'll see you guys at the end of the day to give you my full page count, which should be very large. Alright, so I went ahead and started reading .con, and I'm like halfway done with it. This is going to be really quick. I may not be able to finish it tonight, though. I mean, I probably can, but probably not before midnight. But yeah, it's really funny. I'm gonna give you like a little example of what he does. So someone has emailed him saying that they are Princess Mina, and they are, her father was Zimbabwe's main political power broker, but her father was imprisoned, and her father is now dead, and all this stuff. And so he asks her question and everything, and she writes back, "Oh, James, it is my pleasure to hear from you back. Life is hard for me here. My uncle was the one who have made every evil arrangement to kill my father. After my late father died, my uncle called a meeting on how to divert all my father's investment. My uncle have asked my mother to hand him over all my late father's property document, which include his industry called paper mill industry." And then James writes back, "Princess Mina, this sounds awful. Oddly, I know a guy who was in a similar position, and what he did was put a play on in front of his uncle. I know. Hear me out. You make the play about your uncle murdering your father. Your uncle will freak out when he sees it. I'm sorry life is hard. What do you do to unwind? Do you have any pictures of you in royal attire? P.S. One more thing. You might want to look into your mother's relationship with your uncle. No reason." It's just basically if he gets a scam email, he answers it and tries to just do silly stuff. Like I said, I've already read like half of this. There's not much to it. I should be able to finish this one. I've also decided that yes, Cinderella is Dead is definitely the next one that I'm going to read. So as soon as I finish with that book, I'm going to pick this one up, and I've already got my bookmark in it and everything, so there we go. Hopefully this one will be pretty good. So I was not able to finish .con before midnight rolled around. I've got about 30 pages or so left, so I'm almost there. But I ended the day with 619 pages read. And I completed the last of the 4 books that I originally had on my TBR. I added 2 more books and I'm almost finished with one of those and have started the other one because I did read a chapter of Cinderella is Dead. So yeah, and I'm not really that tired, so I'm probably going to stay up and read a little bit more before I go to bed. And yeah, but this counts. Whatever I read tonight will count as Sunday. So yeah, that is the end of day 6. Day 7, tomorrow is the last day of the reading rush. So we're going to see how far I can get. It's going to be real funny if I end up reading 7 books. I mean, I would love it. But I don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.